Well, hello and welcome back to Be Free to Sing. So what am I doing here near a grand stage? Well, I'm about to present to you some very inspirational singers today. Why? Well, some time ago I wrote an article called Can You Be Too Old to Sing? And you'll find the link to the article in my blog right down below here in the description. And I've got more information in there, but essentially, do you think that you're ever too old to sing? Or do you ever take the time to seek out videos of older singers? Or do we as a society generally, or as singers even ourselves, have the thought, well, you do get to a point where you do get too old to sing and then it's over? And do we really have anything to look forward to as singers, or if we want to be a singer, if we're a senior citizen, or when we get to that age, will we still be able to sing? Well, let me tell you that the answer is categorically, emphatically, yes. After you watch the performances that I'm about to present to you today, I hope you'll agree with me. Have a look at my blog article below. I won't go into too much detail about what I've said there, but essentially I find that older singers and senior citizen singers are a great inspiration to me as someone who's sung for over 20 years in choirs and as a cantor, but also somebody who did bel canto training with my bel canto teacher who had older students. And I remember when I was training that I listened to these mostly older women, but some men as well, older singers than me who had such beautiful voices. And as we progressed in our training and we got to know each other, I could hear that beautiful resonance, clarity, silvery quality, so many other good things in their voices as we went along. And I just find that looking at videos about senior citizens singing well is such a motivation for me, and I hope you'll find the same as well. Okay, enough talking on my part. Have a look at my blog article below for some more details. I think it's really important if you're a singer or if you want to learn how to sing, whether you're an adult beginner singer or you are already a singer who has experience and wants to learn more, for you to have a look at these singers as your motivation. I'll also just add that if you're watching this video in February 2025, I currently have 25% off everything on my website under the Learn page and on my community page. So only a couple of weeks left of February to go, so take advantage of the reduced price. If you're watching this after February 2025, no worries. My prices are always very reasonable and suitable for any budget. So please do get in touch if you'd like to learn more about how the bel canto approach to singing can help you, either as a beginner singer or as someone who's more experienced. I'll look forward to hearing from you. Okay, so let's get going. I hope you enjoy these performances as much as I did. Let's go. Okay, so let's go with our very first performer, and his name is Richard Norman. He has his own YouTube channel, and a reminder that all the performances you'll see today, I'll have the links to the videos in the description below. So Richard Norman is singing here the second time around. So let's have a listen.
Love is lovelier the second time around, just as wonderful with both feet on the ground. It's that second time you hear your love song sung, makes you think perhaps that love like youth is wasted on the young. Love's more comfortable the second time you fall, like a friendly home, and the second time you call. Who can say what brought us to this miracle we found? There are those who bet love comes but once, and yet I'm oh so glad we met the second time around. Who can say what brought us to this miracle we found? There are those who bet love comes but once, and yet I'm oh so glad we met the second time around.
So, what did you think of that? So, Mr. Richard Norman has his own YouTube channel, and if you want to check it out, again, I'll include the link to that particular performance in the description below. When I read Richard Norman's bio, it threw me because there's just so much information there about his background other than singing, and he does have a background in singing. So if you check out his channel, you can find all that information there. But obviously with that song, you know, at the age of 95, he's still got a great voice. He can hold his own voice. He knows when to breathe. He smiles during his performance. I'm not going to go deep into an analysis of Mr. Norman's voice or anybody else's voice that I'm going to show you. Suffice to say that, again, proof that you can be 95 and still sound great like he does. So do check out his video. Okay, so next up we have Olivia Turner. Now, she was on New Zealand's Got Talent in 2012. And this is her audition, and she's singing I Could Have Danced All Night. So let's have a listen.
I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I've never done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting, why all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me, I could have danced, danced, danced,
Wow, so you can see there on the screen at the time she was 91, and to sing beautiful soprano notes like that at that age is not easy. So from that performance, you can tell that she knows how to sing. And again, age is no barrier if you keep it up. Just amazing. She allows for the space so she can sing those high notes. Just a beautiful ringing voice. Let's go to the next performance. So here we have Fausta Truffer, or Forster Truffer, I'm not too sure on her pronunciation. And she's 90 years old in this performance. Let's have a listen. Wow. 90 and singing like that. Again, obviously a trained singer, and the space she has in her mouth, the way she holds herself and is really just expanding the sound. Again, at the age of 90. You know, people who are much younger than her, who don't have that resonance, you know, you can build that. That performance, every time I see it, just blows my mind. And for anyone to say, oh, well, you know, when somebody's in their 80s or 90s, they can't sing anymore. Obviously, she's trained, but it's not impossible if you keep up the voice. Let's go on to our next and final performer. Okay, so this performance is something that I came across when I was looking at other videos, and it wasn't really my plan to include this one, but I was blown away by it in a different way. So it made me laugh, but it also demonstrates to me the power of the voice, particularly again in older singers. So this performer is John Hedlinger, who was on America's Got Talent in 2016. And so this is his performance, and I hope you enjoy.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
I bet you didn't expect that one. I certainly wasn't when I saw it, and it still gets me every time. Again, obviously, I'm not into heavy metal, but he's got the voice to be able to sing that. Clearly, the younger audience was quite impressed. So there you have it. You can check out the details in the video, and I'll link to the performances for this one and for all of the previous videos that you've seen. So I hope you had a little bit of fun watching those videos as much as I did in finding them and watching them. And really the point is, have a look at my blog article. I've put the link in the description below, called Can You Be Too Old to Sing? And if you had any doubts about the ability of older singers, then those doubts should be well and truly wiped away now. So I hope it gives you some sort of encouragement, no matter what age you are, for older singers or younger singers. Really, if you keep singing every day and you keep up your vocal strength and you practice in a very healthy way as well, then you can sing well into your 80s and 90s. You don't have to be a trained opera singer. You can just be an everyday singer as long as you keep it up. And again, no matter how old you are, singing is such a joy for everyone. So have a look at my blog article below. And just a reminder as well, if you're watching this video right now in February 2025, I have 25% off everything on my website. So if you want to learn how to sing, or you have singing experience and you want to know more about the bel canto approach to singing, then hit my website link and find out what you'd like to learn. If you're watching this after the sale period ends, after the discount ends in February 2025, no matter, all of my services, all of what I offer on my website is always very, very reasonably priced. So I'd love to have you as a student, whether you're an adult beginner singer or you have more singing experience. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Always remember, be free to sing.